Hi everyone, this is Carmen, the new Happy Me, and here I have with me three of my colleagues from Project Badassery. We have Daniel, Dannette, and Tony. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey, what's
So,
up?
hey, so we're here today to inspire you. We're in the same team, Project Badassery with Empower Network, and we have been so pumped with everything that's going on. We are gaining so much from our experience that we wanted to tell you all about it. So, who wants to go first? Who wants to tell us how you started and what the adventure has meant to you so far?
I'll go first.
Hey, Danette, cool.
Well, I got started with Empower Network actually by fluke. Uh, just I'm not a real computer person or not really into. I wasn't really into any type of online marketing. I've done network marketing for over 20 years. Didn't have really any success with it, but what I found with stumbling upon Empower Network was what we use right now, social media. That's actually how I found the link. And Kiala had posted it on a friends of a friends of a friends page, and the trickle down effect. I clicked on this link and started, doing my research, and I was really interested. I was like, wow, this doesn't sound like it's that hard to do. And I got involved, paid my $25, and then I sat on it for a while, like a couple months. And one day, as I was driving home from work, I just had that aha moment. And just a little bit of my about my background. Back in 2007, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I had an actual recurrence the later part of last year. And so for me, there was just so much things going on. And when I got into Empower Network, my thing was just to find, that was my out. I was going to try to see if I could do something outside of the box. And like I said, I kind of let it go for a little while, but that aha moment happened when I was driving home, and it hit me. It was like, wow, what am I going to do to leave my legacy for my family? How do I get this information out? How do I share it with people? And I thought of blogging, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm going to give Kiala a call. And I called him up and I left him a message, and he called me back, and this is now like 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, okay, so you want to get started now? You really want to get started? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I want to do this. I just feel that there's a mission in this. And the journey has been phenomenal. I made it to my first event, which was Austin, where I met Carmen and Laura and Jesse and Eric and the whole team. Oh no, did I just lose? I just got booted out. Can you guys hear me? Am I
You're still
back? There. Am I back on?
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. So, but anyway,
We're having some trouble now. Guys, while we're waiting for Dannette to come back, she's having a bit of problems with the internet. Just want to tell you that if you want to ask Dannette any questions, now you're back, Dannette. I was just telling the audience that if you guys have any questions that you want to ask Dannette, if you want to ask any one of us, just on the page that you're watching this Hangout, underneath there's a space for comments. Just send us your comments, your questions right there, and we will be happy to answer them. Even in Google Plus or on YouTube, we're watching out for that too. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and chat with us. So Dannette, I'll just allow you to continue. You're good, you're good. Go ahead.
sorry about that, guys. But I really knew that after Austin, that my mission was to get all in, put all of my efforts into this, and to see it through. And as of today, I have not, I can't, there really isn't anything negative that I can say about this, because my journey has only brought me more positive drive, more positive motivation. It has put me in circles of people where the support is unbelievable. I mean, this isn't about organizations and lines and all of that kind of stuff as you would find in other businesses in the industry. Everyone helps everyone here, and everyone lifts everyone here, and that is what the most awesome thing is about this. And for me, it's a journey, and I know that for those of you who are going to hear this and want to be involved in, join our team, that's what it's going to be for you. It's going to be a journey, and I think Carmen can agree with me on that. And we are moving forward, and we're going to just kind of grab you by the hand and throw you on the wagon, and you're just going to go with the flow. We're just going to move with that ebb and tide, and we're going to move forward. So welcome aboard.
Absolutely. Dannette, you're so right. It is a journey. It's a whole adventure. People come in here, they hear about Empower Network, they hear about the blogging platform, they know it as an online business marketing industry is so big, and they see this and they get afraid of it. If they're not really up to the technology, all of a sudden they say, no, I can't do this. But there's so much more to it. You're learning so much, and you have support from a team, you have resources, you have everything you need to learn and to grow with it. And the wonderful thing about it is not only are you learning about the technology, not only are you finding out all these ways of sharing in your passion and working with other people using the technology that we have, but you're also growing personally. You're growing your self-esteem, your confidence. You're growing in all kinds of ways as an entrepreneur, because as we know, in entrepreneurship, in building a business, you grow yourself first. You find out more about yourself, and that's been a lot of my journey as well. So yeah, Empower Network is a blogging platform. It's all about online business marketing, but it's way more than that. And through our team, like you said, Dannette, we met in Austin, and we were like a family. We like the hugs and the kisses and just the support. And during that weekend, I went through something very, very difficult, and I remember just I couldn't think of myself not being in that situation where my family was with me, because had my family not been with me, I would have gone insane. I was going through something where something was happening at home, and I wasn't there to deal with it. My kids were left with a situation, and my family was there in Austin with me, just encouraging me and telling me everything's going to be okay, just to deal with it from a distance, and everything turned out okay. But I just couldn't have dealt with it without my second family, without Empower Network team, with the project Badassery that puts together this team of badasses who are making it happen for themselves, who are growing and supporting each other through everything that we're doing. So Tony or Daniel, who's going next? What do you guys have to say about all this?
Oh, I'll go ahead and go. Well, when I first started, I'm working for a dead-end job. This is a dead-end job that I'm working with right now. I'm a greeter at the airport, and all I do is go to the airport and I meet these people. I bring them off the plane and give them their lays, put them on transportation. And for 4 years now, it's the same thing. My pay does not increase. They make me work longer hours. And so one day I just got sick and tired. I went on Facebook and I seen a post that Kiala had posted on one of my friends' pages. And I figured, well, if my friend is allowing this on his page, it must be legit. So I went ahead and I entered my email, watched the video. And after I watched the video, about halfway, I knew already I wanted to get in. I wanted to do this. So when I did this, I only had $25 in my pocket. That was all I had. I got in. I did whatever I could. Then after a month, I went ahead and I upgraded. I got into the inner circle, and just the audios from the inner circle itself and all of the phone calls that we do, every Monday's calls, it helps me out, not only for the Empower Network, but even for the job that I have now. I'm also a speaker in Waikiki, here in Waikiki, and I sell tours, and I talk to the tourists. I'm in a big ballroom, and I talk to these people, and I sell them tours, and it gives me more confidence in talking to everyone, and you know, just to deliver, to get them to buy. My sales have gone up. You know, that's always a good thing. If the sales can go up in the company, that's always good. Obviously, these audios that we listen to, the inner circle and everything, it changes your mind. It changes you to make you feel like the person that you've always wanted to be, but you couldn't bring that out. Because, you know, there's something like we all seen the emails from Dave and Dave, the one about the two voices in your heads. We all have that, and it's just the fact that if you can turn one of them voices off or bring them together, it'll just better you as a person. So that, you know, that's what Empower Network has done for me. That's what this thing is. I do blog. I don't blog every day. I'm trying to get into the marketing part, and I'm also trying to get into being all in. I didn't make it to Austin because the funds are down, but that's not an excuse. Like I told everyone, there is no excuses. Get to the events. I seen you guys. You guys were posting posts on Facebook. I was jealous. I was so jealous. I wanted to kick myself in the ass because I didn't make it to Austin. So guess what? I'm going to Chicago. I will be in Chicago, and I will see all of you over there because we are some serious badasses. Okay, you guys know me. When I welcome people in, and they're part of this group that we have, this team that we have. I lay it on the line. I tell you straight up, welcome to this badass company or this badass team, because all of us right here, we made some serious moves, and if you didn't make any of the moves, you wouldn't be where you're at right now. It does take time. We're not going to get rich quick, but some of us may. But we're not all in this not only to just make money. Of course, the money is there, but it's to better our people and to also empower the world. And that's the way I look at it. We're here to empower everybody, to open their eyes, to getting them to not work that dead-end 9-to-5 job to where they're making everybody else rich when they could be doing their own things and making themselves rich, and, you know, making it a better life for their family. So, you know, that's the reason why I got in. So yeah, I'll see you guys in Chicago for sure.
Yeah, and we're gonna give you a big hug, Dan. We're all gonna be there supporting you also. And you know what? You're talking about the products. The products are all about, you know, there's the calls, there's all the audios and the webinars and the videos and all these things. Although some of them talk about marketing, and marketing sometimes is about promoting yourself. You have to believe in yourself to promote yourself. You have to be able to believe in your product, and your product is actually change. And that's what we were hearing, right, Dannette? We were hearing that on stage. Dave Sharp was saying that. He said, what we are selling, what Empower Network is all about, is change. And I can't say it enough on the new Happy Me. I always say it. You want to improve your life, you have to embrace change. You have to accept that there will be change, and with every step that you take, with every change that you accept in your life, you are getting that much closer to your end goal and your dream. And that's so important. And you know, some people don't want to take that step, even a baby step. They're so comfortable in their comfort zone, in their familiar zone, they don't get out. Look, guys, we're here on this Hangout. Isn't that amazing? Had it not been for Empower Network and for this team right here, us four here would not be on this Hangout. We stepped out of our comfort zone. We said, yes, let's go ahead, do it. We just decided a few hours ago, and we put this together. It's amazing. It's fabulous. Right? It's amazing. We're stepping out of our comfort zone, and the idea is that we're doing it as a team. Had we done it alone, we would probably not have done it. But because we're a team, and we're a team of badasses, we are doing this. We are getting out there. We are sharing our story. We're going to share it on video. We're going to share it on blogs. We're going to share it on stage. Right, Dan?
Ooh, we are.
That's right, because we're creating change. We have decided that we want change in our life because, like Dan said, we don't want to work the 9 to 5. We don't want to put money in someone else's pocket. We want our efforts, our energy, our hard work to go and place the money that we need in our own pockets so that we can contribute more, so that we could do more, so that we can contribute to our family, to our community, and even further. There are so many people in our team that have incredible dreams of how to help the world. And it's by bringing in the money, by doing whatever activity that they're doing through Empower Network, that they will be able to move forward as well. And it's with Empower Network's support that they're able to move forward towards that dream also. Because alone, it's difficult. But when you're in a team and when you're getting incredible support, motivation, inspiration, then you have the energy to move forward and you can do so much more. And it's absolutely amazing. It's been absolutely amazing for me. It's been an incredible journey, pushing me more and more past my limits to do more of what I am capable of doing and what I've been holding myself back on so far. Tony, we'll let you speak. You've been quiet so far. What's your story, fellow Canadian?
All right, so I would first say that I'm probably the newest out of the group here. I've only been with the Badassery group for 3 weeks, and so I'll just back it up and kind of give you my story on how you know it all kind of came together, why I'm here today. I started in the business world at 18 years old, and I joined a company and did door to door for almost, I think, about a year and a half. And through that time, I learned a lot about myself, and I had a lot of challenges. I started with like $10 when I first joined that company, and I also handed out like 100 resumes, and no one actually accepted me except for that one company. So it was a door-to-door company, no experience, entry level. Anyone can do it. 18 years old, $10 in my pocket. I knew that because I don't have a high school education. I dropped out of high school, so I knew that no money, no education. This is the only position I got. I took what came to me. So working that company, there was a lot of people more qualified than me, people that had education, people that had money. But I knew that if I just outworked every single person, just never give up, I would hit my goals. So within a year and a half of working that company, I was able to build a small team of entry-level sales reps and open my own company. So I've been my own boss for the last 3 years now, and I ran a pretty successful business. But just like anything, you kind of want challenge in your life. You want change, or you want something to add on to what you're already doing. You don't want to plateau. So I found that doing what I'm doing, it makes me happy, but not like extremely happy. It wasn't like that feeling you get when you get your first Christmas present, or that feeling you get when you fall in love or something like that anymore. It's been 3 years, so I had to make a decision for myself. It was a decision that ultimately was going to change my life. So I came across Empower Network by simply, just like everybody else, by chance. I think we attracted each other to this, and what happened was I just went all in when I first started, and in the last 3 weeks, I mean, if you guys watch my YouTube videos and stuff like that, you've seen, I've been posting my numbers, and I've been pretty much getting great results. So that's how I started, and what I'm getting out of it right now, which is really cool to see, is I'm applying the things I'm learning in Empower Network and with you guys, the group here, in my offline business, and my offline business is actually getting better, which is really amazing. And the things I've learned in my offline business, I'm applying in the Empower Network, which is why I'm getting the results I'm getting as well. But understand this, it's not because I have all these experience and all these skills that's been really making me successful. It's simply being all in, just having the attitude that I want this. And everybody in life has that same ability to want something really, really bad. And when you want that, then you can achieve anything that you wish. As you can see on this panel of great people, they shared their stories. So anyways, that's where I'm standing right now. I'm still new, don't got a lot to kind of share, but I'm really excited to be a part of this team because, man, you guys are amazing, and you know, you guys really lift me up every single day, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way.
Absolutely, Tony. You've been amazing. You've just started, and you've been moving mountains almost. We're seeing you just going at it, doing whatever it is that you need to do, getting your leads, getting your subscribers. It's amazing. And you know, I'm glad to hear also that whatever you're learning inside of Empower Network is also helping you on the outside, because that's what Dave and Dave say. I mean, the marketing that they're showing is just generic. It's good for everywhere. And although it is important for you to focus on one activity to really make sure that you're giving it all, like you said, all in. When you're all in emotionally, psychologically, physically. You're just doing whatever it is that you need to do to make it work. But the marketing is the same everywhere. It doesn't change. You're selling what you're passionate about, and what you're passionate about is what you're focusing on. So it just makes total sense. And you said something earlier also that caught my attention. Now it just slipped me. Oh, you know, well, Dan said something before, though. I'll go back to that, and maybe I'll remember what you said, Tony. Dan talked about the calls. Oh yeah, and that's what Tony said also, all about believing that you can do this, just focusing on something and believing that you're going to make it happen. And on the calls, have you guys noticed that a lot of the calls are about that, being all in emotionally and all, because you're believing that you're going to make your dream happen. And there was one reality video that Dave Wood did about cracking the universe, setting unrealistic goals and just making it happen, because you don't need to keep those blinders on and, you know, just keep in your comfort zone. You can crack the universe by just setting a goal way out there and say, I'm doing this. No matter what, things are going to come together and we're going to make it happen. And I find that that's basically what's happening. We're just setting our mind, and by chance coming across the Empower Network opportunity, coming across these incredible friendships and relationships that we're building, we're making things happen.
Yeah.
Right?
That is so true.
It's amazing. And what have you guys thought about the calls that you've listened to, either in Inner Circle or the Monday night calls that you've listened to so far?
What I've found so far, I've been listening to it every day, driving to work, coming back to work, while on my bed, just kind of about to pass out. Anyways, the stuff that you learn in these calls, and it's amazing. They're worth so much more than what you pay for. It's the experience of people that you'll never get to really meet, but unless you go to the events and stuff like that, that you get to actually really be there with, and that's invaluable. You know, if you ever wanted to hear or get into the minds of someone successful, these calls are what it's all about. So again, they're worth so much more than what we pay for them. That's what my take is.
Absolutely. There's a lot of value in everything. And I think as you're exposed to more of the people, the successful people, and, you know, there's always, you know, they call them nuggets. I've been hearing a lot of the leadership use nuggets. There's all these little nuggets, which is true. I mean, it is like gold. And those are those breakthrough moments. Hearing those little bits of information become, for a lot of people, myself included, they're breakthroughs. And, you know, it's about when you hear something and you absorb it and you apply it. You know, do it right away, because those are where your breakthroughs happen, where you start to cross a lot of the boundaries or a lot of the things that hold you back from doing things. That's where the motivation is hearing just that little that those little words of encouragement, that little bit of motivation is what gets you over that one thing that's that you always question or put in the back of your mind. So yeah, those calls are definitely worth way more than what we could ever pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it all comes down to value. These calls are very valuable for all of us. And for everybody out there that's not in, get into the inner circle, get in as much as you can, get all in, just like Tony, Dannette, Carmen. I'm following in you guys' footsteps. I'll be behind you guys for sure. But the thing is just you got to listen to these calls, okay? We as folks, affiliates that are in the program right now, we give you guys the opportunity to listen to the calls. We will post up the number for you guys to listen to the calls. You don't have to be a member to listen to the Monday night calls. We can give you guys that number. And if you learn anything, it's just to better yourself as a person, as an individual. You don't have to feel like you're like a prisoner in your own world. Okay, that's the way I look at it. Look at Tony for instance. I mean, fresh, brand new in the company, he got all in, and just the numbers that he do is just amazing. And I take my hat off to you, Tony, for you just said you high school dropout, but for you to make the monies that you're doing, the drive that you have. That's why on the bottom of my name you see we make boss moves. That's what Tony does. He makes boss moves. That's what Dannette does. She made boss moves. Carmen did the same thing. We're on this Hangout. That's a boss move. So no matter what you guys think or say, and I hope you guys take something from this this little Hangout that we have here. We're here to help you guys realize that this is for everyone. This can be for everyone. You don't have to just blog. I mean, if that's what you're really thinking about, we don't all blog. Well, it's not for everyone. Blogging is not for everyone. You can ask this whole panel. Not everybody blogs every day, but they get the response. They get the they get the following that they do because they find it in their own ways, and that's what it is. You're gonna find it your own way. I mean, read my blogs. If you guys do see any of my blogs, read my blogs. They're not all about my life. They're about everything. I think Eric put it. I'm the pimp of current events. Because that's what it is. I do current events, and I put it up there, and to me that's inspiring. The current events that I put in, it affects everybody. So whatever you guys do, it's just I just gotta take my hat off to these guys here, the panel that you see here, and plus the leaders that we have in the Empower Network, the Dave and Dave, Tony Rush. We have Keala, Eric. They're some badasses too. I mean, these guys are the ones that paved the way for all of us to make how do I say, for us to just make it. I'm tired of making people rich. I make this company that I work with millions of dollars every year. There's no point in me doing that. If I can do it for myself, even better. This company right now that I'm with is claiming that they need me to give them 6 months to a year to replace me. So you're telling me they need 6 months to a year to train somebody to take my job? When I'm ready to quit, when I'm all in when I'm all in, and I mean all in, I'm done. I'm quitting that company. And you know what? I may even do it on this little Hangout thing for everybody else to see.
That's amazing, Dan. But you know what? What you're saying is so true. And we have all these leaders who are telling us exactly how they started. And they all started with believing that they can do it. They started with believing a certain to a certain extent, and they added to that and they added to that. You know, we hear Lawrence Tam's story. You guys know that story, right? He didn't believe that he could do what, maybe 10,000 a month, and now he's doing like 6 figures. It's incredible. But he started off as an engineer doing something like 50,000 a year. He had the education, and the education didn't get him anywhere because he was stuck in a cubicle. So he was ready to change his life, and in a way he was forced to change his life when he was out of a job. So what do you do then? You have to find a way, you have to find the opportunities, and when you're open to these opportunities, you will see them because they're all around you. You just have to believe that there's something for you out there. And that's what all of us did. Basically, when we had Keala tell us about this opportunity, we were ready to receive it. I was hearing Empower Network for about four to 6 months before Keala talked to me about it. And when he did talk to me about it, I said, yeah, I've been seeing this thing, and I saw the, you know, how to join for 25 bucks only, but it really didn't interest me. But when he spoke to me about it, I was ready to listen, because and it was the way he told me about it also, and exactly what we're saying on this Hangout here. And I think that's what's so important. When we see something and we're not ready to receive it, we don't see the whole picture. We see only what's on the surface. But when you're ready to receive the message and you're on this type of Hangout, you hear about everything Empower Network is about, and then it starts speaking to you. And then you say, hey, I should ask a few more questions, and I should try it out for the little $25 investment that they're asking me just to get in to see what it's all about. It's just $25, right, guys? The investment for an online business, $25. Where have you heard about that? And to hear the calls that are absolutely free, when you're live on the Monday night calls, when we give you the number to call and you can get in, those calls are free for you. They will speak to you. We guarantee it, they will speak to you. In one way or another, they will speak to you. And you will see what kind of value you will get. And when you get in to the inner circle, then you will see how many more of those calls you will have access to. And that's where you start hearing about how you have to believe in yourself, how you have to believe in your dreams. And to me, that was a very big deal, because I knew I had these dreams, I knew I had these goals, but I wasn't believing in them. I didn't trust that I can access them. And I have this Keala telling me, Carmen, you're an idiot, you're amazing, you have to believe in yourself because I believe in you. And then you have the Dave Wood on stage telling you, I believe in you. And then it starts sinking in, and you say, hey, these guys believe in me. Everyone around me is supporting me through this. Why do I not believe in myself? And you know that your thoughts are creating things. So if I'm not believing in myself, and that's the negative thought that I have, well, no wonder I'm not moving forward. And that's when I start changing my thought pattern, and I start saying, no, I can do this. We're on a Hangout. You know, we did this in a few hours. We can do this. While others are sitting in front of the TV, while others aren't getting out of their comfort zone, we're taking action. Dan says it. We make boss moves, and we're going to help you make boss moves. But the first boss move you have to make is click the button below and join in for that $25 investment. On each of our pages, you have that button. So whoever invited you today on this Hangout, if this Hangout is speaking to you, which I'm sure it does, go ahead and click on that button for that $25. Get in so that you can get in with our team, and you can see what kind of amazing support you will get. And I'm sure everyone here will attest to that. As soon as you get in, you get that welcome, right, guys?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And a warm welcome. And you know, it's not about buying more or doing more. It's about figuring things out, making your way through the platform, learning what's out there, getting the support. That's how it all starts. And when you decide on what you're going to settle on, if you're going to be blogging every day, or if you're really tech savvy and you want to do the other way of doing it through technology, then go ahead, do that. We have guys who are doing that. See, Tony's doing that. So, you know, whatever it is that you want to really focus on, just do it, and you have the support for it. I myself, I'm a blogger. I'll blog about anything and everything. I'm really passionate about expressing myself, and lately actually I've found incredible satisfaction in blogging about politics. Here in Montreal and Quebec, we have these huge French issues going on, and what I want to do actually, and this is part of my dream, is to help French people, Francophones here in Montreal and in Quebec, come out in the world, see that there's a world out there outside of the French community, start blogging in French, start getting out there and sharing their culture and their tradition, because they're not doing it. That's my dream. I want to encourage French bloggers, or just French people who want to express themselves, to go out and see what blogging is all about and how they can share their knowledge, their passion, their culture, their language and traditions with the rest of the world. So that's something that I want to do. That's really unique to me. And that's part of the new Happy Me, creating change in our world, so in our community, so that we can help everyone live a better life. And everyone here on this panel has a very distinct dream. And everyone will tell you about that dream. And everyone will tell you 100% that they will reach that dream. For sure. No excuses. Right?
No excuses.
We're going to do it.
Yes, most definitely. And the next event is coming up in Chicago, and that is going to be off the hook. You guys need to be there. That is, I'm so excited. I'm counting down the weeks. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and you know what? You have to be a member to get yourself to Chicago. And from what I heard, 3/4 of the tickets are already sold, and the tickets aren't even out yet. I mean, it's crazy. Just through word of mouth and people coming in, hearing about how amazing the last few events were. And I think Austin event was by far the biggest and the best so far. People have heard about it. They want to join in. 3/4 of the tickets are already sold out. We're talking 3/4 of 5,000 tickets. That's no joke, guys. 5,000 tickets. That means there will be 5,000 people in the hall with that kind of amazing energy, incredibly supportive of everything that you're dreaming of, that you're all about, without judgment whatsoever. That was something that really touched me in Austin. Was that something that you saw too, Dannette?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I wanted to share something really quick. My trip to Austin, I had it set in my mind that if there was, and this is, and I think a lot of people out there can relate to what I'm about to share, because we all have those boundaries, and as far as procrastinating about, you know, getting to these events. Now, prior to me going to Austin, in our back office, Dave Sharp had posted some of the videos from Atlanta and San Diego. And my scapegoat at that time was, wow, I'll just buy those videos and then I won't have to go to Austin. Well, you know, after watching the Atlanta, I didn't even watch all of them. I think I got to the 4th session, and Rob 4 did an exercise. And this is just to show you that it's not about selling or cross-recruiting or any, you know, prospecting or any of that stuff. This exercise that Rob 4 did changed my life, because once I watched that I made up my mind. I didn't care, hell or high water, I was going to be in Austin. And I did everything that I needed to do to get there, because I knew at that point how important and the type of support that was going to be given. So being at these events it's crucial. It is really, really, really crucial, because this is where you totally harness that energy, and it just opens doors for people. And I know 4,000 people in that room in Austin, there was something that was shared in Austin for each and every person that was in that room that changed their lives. And I know for myself, and Carmen, I know you had that huge aha moment as well, and everyone else on our team that was there. You know, if I had just let procrastination get the best of me and settled for just getting those videos, I wouldn't be here talking to you today, because I probably would have just passed it off. So it's about what information is provided for you to become successful in all areas of your life, not just financially. This has improved people's lives in multiple areas. It's multifaceted, and not only multifaceted in businesses that you do out there, because it can be applied in any business that you do, but it's also for life lessons. There's huge life lessons that we learn from this, and helping us just get over, like I said, get over that hump, get over that, get over today, to get over today into tomorrow. There's just huge value in being at these events. And Carmen, you've seen it firsthand, and I'm excited for Dan and Tony and everybody else who's going to be there to get to walk the walk, not just the talk, but walk the walk. Yeah, that's really what it is. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and you know what? I totally I feel what you're saying, because I went through the same thing. When Keala told me, find a way to get yourself to Austin, my first reaction was, listen, I'm going to get the ticket to get to Austin. That's not a very big deal. But I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. It's school time for them. How the hell am I going to get there? He goes, just believe that you're going to get there, and somehow it's going to happen. Well, you know what? That's all it was. It was believing that somehow I'm going to see my second family there in Austin. I believed it so much that I made it happen. And so much so that about 2 weeks after I bought the tickets, I checked on my Air Miles account, and I saw the exact amount of miles I needed to make my way to Austin. It was incredible. So I bought my ticket right away, and then the rest of the things just happened. I called my ex-husband. I said, I'm going to be out of town. You're going to have to take care of the kids. He said, okay. Okay. I mean, never heard of before. Usually he would put up a fight. He just said okay. So you know what? It's just believing that you can make it happen, and believing that whatever it is that's going to happen there is supposed to be on your path. It's supposed to be something that is going to allow you to learn and to grow. And what you said, Dannette, is so true. We're growing all the time. We're learning all the time. And this is, it's a whole journey. It's all an adventure. Yes, it is in business, in online business marketing, but there's so much more to empower the network than that. And we're seeing it especially at the event. And like I said before, this event is for members only. If you're not a member, you cannot buy a ticket and you cannot make your way there. If you make your way there, you step at the door and you want to get in, you're not going to get in. Members only. So if you want to get yourself to that event, and it's a complete life-changing event, like Dannette said, we're hearing things over the course of the weekend. Everybody, 4,000 people in that hall, everybody got out of there with at least one thing that spoke to them. And I know I had a huge aha moment. Dannette came out of there with her aha moment. Everyone there got out of that with not just a little bit of something. It was really huge. It was life transforming for us. And here we had everyone in front of us talking not about the business, not selling us anything. They were talking about believing in our dreams, in ourselves, and believing that we can do something with our life, that we can serve the world with whatever it was that we needed to do to be the best that we can be. And that's what we learned. And each one of us came out of that with something. I had the aha moment where, yes, I've always wanted to contribute, but I realized that I need the money to be able to contribute more. Without the money, if I'm only having enough money to upkeep my home and my family, it's not enough to do more in my business. I need to make more money. I can't be afraid of money. I need to make more money so that I can contribute more. And at the same time, I need to be the best that I can be because my children are watching. And that is one of the biggest things that I can say to anyone out there who's a parent. And even if you have nieces and nephews, they're watching also. If you are a parent, your kids are watching. So if you're spending your time, your life in your comfort zone, that's what your kids are learning. And that's so important. And when I came back from Austin, my daughter told me that I've changed a lot. She said there's this energy about you. You're doing things. You're excited about life, something that you didn't have before. Because I was in the corporate world before. I was making a decent salary, but I was losing my health and I was losing my family. What's life worth when you have a salary but you don't have your health and you don't have your family? Not worth it. Years ago, not too long ago, I was suicidal because the money wasn't worth it. And when you come out of a situation like that and now you get yourself into entrepreneurship and you learn more and more about yourself and you have a team supporting you 100%, and not only a team around you physically, you guys are all over the world. Our team is all over the world. I just realized this morning that we have a team member in Scotland. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, Vitalis. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and he's actually watching us. Actually, no, he's not watching us live. He's going to watch us when he wakes up in the morning. He wants to be on his Google Hangout at some point, but he's in Scotland. So we have all these people around the world, and we have not only our immediate team, but there are so many other teams. You know what, guys? I went to see, at the event, I went to see Justin Varengia. Such a lovely man. He's one of the leaders, and he had such a great speech to give on stage. But I went to see him. He was in the VIP lounge. I kind of sneaked in and I went to shake his hand, and I kind of told him my story about what was going on at home, and I said I needed to hold your hand. I needed to just shake your hand and feel your energy because I need a bit of that energy to go back home and to face this challenge. He held my hand really strong and he said, "You can do this. You can really do this. You're doing this because your why is so strong. And I believe in you." And it's not about making money. It's not about online business marketing. It's about believing in yourself that no matter what it is that you're going to do, you're going to make it happen. As a parent, as a spouse, as anything that you are, no matter what you are, without judgment, you are going to make your dream happen no matter what your dream is. And I got that energy from him, and I felt so relieved and so strong at the same time. You know, sometimes you guys must feel this sometimes too. When you're trying to be very, very strong and then all of a sudden you feel like you're going to crack. But here you have this energy, you have the support, and you keep being strong, and it's wonderful because you have all the energy you need just to keep going and making things happen, and you come out of it with results, and it's amazing. And when you get results, you just keep getting energized over and over again, and you see Dannette having results and Daniel getting results and Tony coming back with all kinds of results, and you're saying, yeah, we're doing it, we're badasses. And you have these leaders telling you, just keep believing. Today, your comfort zone, you know, you're reaching out of your comfort zone to this level, but tomorrow you'll be able to get that much further, and you're going to do so much more. And you can do it. You just have to believe it, and you have to go ahead and do it. And it's the energy that you feel, whether it's at the event with the hugs and you know, that just that energy with 4,000 people and such strong personalities on stage. The leaders are amazing, and we're learning to become leaders ourselves. Here we are on the Google Hangout. People are listening to us, and we're inspiring people. And I'm hoping that we're doing a good job with this, inspiring people to take action, to do what it is that they need to do to change their life, to improve their life. It is so important. Do it for yourself. You deserve it. And do it for the next generation, your children. They deserve it too. So guys, we're like 10 minutes to the hour. Have you seen the time fly? It's
I guess that's
incredible.
I guess that's the reason how all of the webinars that you see or the hangouts that you see, they can go on for an hour or 2 hours, especially for Dave and Dave. They can keep on talking, but yet not notice that the time will go on, and that even goes for the Monday night calls. If you guys notice, they say it's an hour, but it always goes an hour 20 minutes, sometimes 2 hours.
Yeah.
I just want to say, those of you that are listening to this, and I know you're following one of us here, get in. You're gonna want somebody like Tony to be your leader. You're gonna want Dannette to be your leader. You want Carmen to be your leader. Go get in. Click on that button on the bottom. Get in. $25. That's all it
That's
takes.
it.
That's
Click
all
right
it takes.
there.
Yeah.
Click right there
Click
below.
on that. $25. That's all it's gonna take you, and you're gonna join this team. And this team right here, you're gonna realize we are gonna make you the happiest person, because you are gonna make yourself the happiest person. Not only wealth-wise, but mentally, physically, just everything. Bless you. Like I was seeing the feedback from Austin when you guys were when Carmen and Dannette, when you guys were in Austin, I could tell the energy there was so enormous. I was feeling it here, and I live in Hawaii. I was feeling the energy here in Hawaii. To know that you guys were feeling that energy up there made me want to get to the next event, and made me not want to miss the event. Like they say, in order for you guys to get to these events, you have to click on that button on the bottom, $25, and get your tickets now. Meet us there, and you know what? Just get there. All you have to do is get there. Also, Tony, do you have anything to say, Tony?
Yeah, I do. Understand this, guys. As a team, that where we're at right now, we're gonna be completely better, stronger, faster, however you want to call it, somewhere else down the road. So for you to join right now is the best time. Why? Because we're learning so much right now as a team. We're getting so much stronger, and you're gonna be a part of that. Opposed to if you wait 2 months, a week, even a day, we're gonna be somewhere else where you're just gonna be catching up to us then. Why not join now and come along, get stronger with us, learn everything we're learning right now, so you can be at the same place where we are, down the road, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
But,
you know what, Tony? If they join 2 months from now, they're missing the event.
Exactly.
So join now. Now's the time. Get in, become a member, see what it's all about, and get yourself to the next event in Chicago. That's April 19th in Chicago. You can't miss that event. It's amazing. Like Dan said, the energy is unimaginable.
The one thing that I keep hearing repeated over and over, even on a lot of our calls, and what rests really good with me is that with our leadership, and even with Keala, being that he's the leader of our team, we believe in you, and we're going to continue to believe in you until you believe in yourself. So just know that our team, the belief system in our team is way greater than your own belief. So we are going to help you. We are going to support you until your belief level rises up and you're locking arms with us and we're walking side by side, because that's what this is about. It's not about one person knowing more than the other, or everything is there. Our belief system, we all believe in the same thing. We all believe in the same mission. And just know that when you click on that button, that our belief system is right behind you. We got your back.
Yeah. And not only who's on this panel, you have a slew of people there in our group, on our team, ready to help you. Everyone's there to help you. Everyone's there to support you, to inspire you. And together we're growing. Together we're doing amazing things. And all you have to do is just click on that button below. On whoever's page you're on, we all have a system that works. It's all based on clicking that button below $25 to get in, guys. An investment like no other. What you're getting inside through the team, the support, the motivation, the platform, it's way valued at so much more than that $25 that you're going to invest. And once you get to the event, you're going to understand even further on how this is completely life-changing, because we can't do it justice here. We can talk on and on about the event. We can't do it justice. It's not even, we can't describe it. Dan said it. He felt the energy in Hawaii while we were in Texas, and we were just Facebooking him. But you know, we're there. We're feeling that energy. You're not going to feel it until you get yourself there in Chicago, April 19th. And the only way to do it is to click on the button below, $25 to get in to become a member. And then you'll start seeing, you'll start experiencing what the adventure is all about.
Also, guys, there are no excuses. You can do this. You can do this with a job, or if you don't have a job, you can still do this. So if you have a job and you're wondering how you're going to make this happen, it only takes 1 to 2 hours a day. You're going to hear that from Dave and Dave. It only takes 1 to 2 hours a day to get in, to do exactly what you have to do. Now, all you got to do is follow the 8 core steps. You follow those 8 core steps, and it'll just happen. Trust me. This is it'll say it's a 90-day challenge. You're not going to get rich tomorrow. You can, but it's not going to happen if you don't believe in it. So get in. No excuses. There shouldn't be any excuses. I didn't give any excuses, and I only had $25 in my pocket. So there's no excuses for anybody to make out there. If you have $25, get in. I will help you. Carmen will help you. Dannette will help you. Tony will definitely help you. I mean, look at him. He started at 18 running his own business. He's running his businesses now, and they're only getting better. Dannette, she's come up from, you know, heartaches and, you know, health problems. Look at her. Look at where she's at now. So there are no excuses. Carmen's a single mother coming out raising up her kids. No excuses. Everybody should just get in. $25. That's it. No more excuses. And we'd like to see you guys in Chicago. So please join us in Chicago for real.
Yeah, and you know what? Then we heard so many stories at the event also of individuals who had who did not allow themselves to have excuses at all. You know, we saw Christina Cruz, who's in bed. She has a spinal cord injury, from what I remember. She's in bed working on her computer. No excuses, because basically, when you believe, you don't allow yourself to have any excuses, to make any excuses. You're just going to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to do something that you've never done before. You're going to do something that is opening the doors of opportunity for you. You're just going to give it a try. It's $25. You're not risking much. You're actually opening the doors to all this support. This panel here, 4 awesome people who are here to support you, plus so many more. There's something like 70 team members on our group, and there are so many who are available to you all the time to help you through this, to support you, to motivate you. And we have an amazing leader, Keala Kane, in Hawaii as well, who is, I'm going to get him on this Hangout next time. I don't care where he is, how he's vacationing, he's going to come on this Hangout with us and tell us a bit about his story, because his story is great as well. Eric Etka is another one. He has an amazing story, amazing breakthroughs also. So he's going to tell us his stories too. We're going to get more of our team members on this Hangout every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 p.m. Hawaii time. Yeah. What time was it, Tony? In Calgary?
I'm actually in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Okay, Saskatoon. So what time did we?
8 p.m. 8 p.m. General Mountain Time.
General Mountain Time.
I believe.
There you go. So and 6 p.m. Pacific. So every Sunday, same time, we're going to have a panel, different members, sometimes the same members coming in, talking to you, inspiring you with their stories, and just letting you know how much you're going to get by pressing that button below. Just press that button, see what it's all about, let us support you, and start changing your life, start improving your life. You have no idea how your life is going to change with this, with Empower Network and with Project Badassery. Right, guys?
Yes.
Woohoo! We did it. What a great hangout.
Yay!
That was
Yay!
awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I hope you guys liked it also. Whoever's listening to this live, thank you for joining us live. Whoever's listening to this on a recording, it's going to be available for you to view again and again on our pages during the week. Next Sunday, the new one, the live one, will be set up for you to watch live again. But we're here for you. If you have any comments, any questions, go ahead, post them. We are going to answer them for you. You can communicate with us however way you want. You have access to our websites. You will have a website exactly like the ones that you're seeing there, and we're going to help you build it.
Add us on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chat with us on Facebook.
Yes,
Yep.
definitely.
You have our names right here. You can find us on Facebook. You have already seen us through the Google Hangout announcements as well. So add us on Facebook. Chat with us. We're here to help you change your life. So that's it, guys. We had a great time, and we'll see you again on next Sunday.
All right, aloha.
Bye. Aloha, guys.